My name is Hayden Palsino Hensley, and I'm the roast master and one of the owners of Red Rooster Coffee Roaster here in downtown Floyd, Virginia. This is our 5-kilo U.S. Roaster Core coffee roaster. It's 100% American made, 100% American parts, made in Oklahoma City. And this is where we roast all of our FairTrade and organic coffee here in downtown Floyd. We started Red Rooster Coffee Roaster in early May, although we've been knocking around the idea for about a year before that. One of the owners, Rose McCutcheon, has run the Blackwater Loft Coffee Shop, which is right upstairs from us, for about 6 years. And it was really her who conceived of the idea of beginning our own coffee roaster. And what started as roasting coffee exclusively for the Blackwater Loft soon developed into our own retail space. Now the retail space, I'm very proud of it because myself and my other business partner, Benji Osborne, we renovated the entire space ourselves. We actually had to pull out all the floor joists from the floor. That's how deep into the renovation process we went. At one point, this space was the walk-in cooler for the old Harvest Moon. We had to take the walk-in cooler out. We had to completely replace the floor. And in fact, the doors, there's a pocket door and the front door, are both made by Benji Osborne, who is a great woodworker, made into the doors out of the floor joists that we pulled out of here. So these cabinets were built by Benji Osborne and myself because these bags of green coffee beans, this is from Peru, they come in 150-pound jute sacks. So I can pick them up once, but that's it. The rest of the time, I need to steer them around on these carts so I can get from where we store them underneath our cabinet to the roaster. So Benji and I built the carts, and then he developed the cabinet face and the handles to go underneath there. So when you look at it from the front, it just looks like a very nice cherry cabinet. But what's hidden underneath this row is about 1,000 pounds of coffee beans. So this is where we keep our bulk coffees that we sell retail. We have Sumatra, Papua New Guinea, Costa Rica, Ethiopia, Mexico, and our decaf right now. We try to keep them in order of a roast profile. What we do is we take every single coffee, we roast it to 5 different profiles, from 425 degrees up to 450 degrees. And I taste them at every temperature and in 5-degree increments, 425, 430, 435, 440, and so on. And I determine which roast profile tastes the best with which particular coffee. I'm about to dump in some green coffee from Costa Rica into our machine here. I've preheated it up to 440 degrees, and now the internal temperature at this probe is going to start to go down, and it'll go down because the beans are completely surrounding that temperature probe, and it'll probably reach about 200 degrees, at which point it'll start going back up. The bean, when it's green, is covered in a light silver skin or chaff. And as it roasts, it comes off. And what we do is we collect this in a bucket and we take it to an organic farm here in town so that they can use it in their compost. So we're getting close to when we're going to drop it out of here through this door. And I've got another damper down here, and I'll pull that out, and that'll take all the air that's currently going through this part of the machine and suck it down through the cooling tray. And the cooling tray will end, and it'll suck the smoke right out through our exhaust pipe, which goes to the top of the roof outside the building. So any second now you're going to start to hear the second crack begin. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's just starting. And now I've left the beans out. And I'll start the mixer. And this tray will cool these beans very quickly. Within about 3 minutes I'll be able to reach my hand in there and hold a handful in my fist without getting burned. Right now though, of course, they're still at about 430 degrees, so I wouldn't advise it. You can still hear them popping a little bit in that second crack. And that's the actual wood fibers of that. It's basically a cherry pit. There's a fleshy fruit around the outside of it, and when it's picked, it's allowed to sit and ferment overnight, which makes it softer. This is in the dry process, and they pull out that hull and they let it sit again, and then they pull out the bean inside the hull, and that's what you see here. At Red Rooster, we try and concentrate on handmade goods as much as possible, artisan goods. We don't want to import anything from China that has our name on it, for example. We want it to be sustainable. We want it to be as local as possible. So our t-shirts, for example, are made from recycled cotton, and they're printed right here in Floyd with water-based ink instead of plastisol. So they're environmentally friendly and they're sustainable. Our mugs are handmade here in Floyd by an apprentice of 16 Hands, a woman named Hannah Knudsen. And we like them quite a bit, actually. We gave 2 of these mugs and 2 bags of Old Crow espresso to the band Old Crow Medicine Show, who played recently at Floyd Fest. And within a week they called and ordered 2 more of the mugs. So we were really proud of that.
So every mug is going to be unique.
That's right, exactly. These scoops were handmade by Benji's mentor in wood turning, a man named Nick Cook, who's actually a nationally famous wood turner. And so these are a tablespoon and perfectly designed to get down to the bottom of the coffee bag and scoop out the coffee. This jewelry was actually made by the McCutcheon sisters, and it's all made with coffee beans. And I like it quite a bit, although I'm not much of a jewelry aficionado. This is a cell phone holder made out of the jute sacks that we get our coffee in. And also, this is a handbag made out of the jute sacks that we get our coffee in. This is a hand coffee grinder, coffee mill, the Kamano mill, made by another company called Red Rooster, as a matter of fact, the Red Rooster Trading Company, which is really just a husband and wife in Missouri who make these. And we like them quite a bit. They fit on a ball jar, and they're 100% American made and 100% handmade as well. Our retail store is open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just on the weekends. Friday, noon to 8, Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday, 1 to 5. The rest of the week, we are manufacturing and processing for wholesale orders and for the retail store.